A scary and terrifying story about three curious boys who lose their lives in search of the truth. The three boys lived in a small village in Virginia. Next to their village was a very large garden full of oak trees, but beside this beauty and greenery there was a secret there. So the revelation of it would cost their lives. Only one person knew the secret, and it was the garden guard, who always walked around the garden with his dog and gun so that no one could enter it. But one day, three friends decided to go to the garden and find out the secret of this scary old man. They promised each other that they would be together until the end of it and not leave each other. It was Tuesday evening. They carried out their plan and entered the garden through the western wall. They had heard strange and frightening stories from their older friends, each of which gave goosebumps every brave man. One said that the old man is cannibal and loves children's meat, but they had made their decision. Fortunately, the guardman was on the other side of the garden. They rushed to a meal inside the garden in fear. It was a really big one, but just the sound of it was enough to make it look scary. They entered the meal. Yes, as if it were true, there was a secret. The stories did not lie. All three of them weakened their legs of fear and fell on their knees. The room was full of bodies of humans who had been horribly slaughtered. Why the old guardman did this to them? There was 10 corpses in the room with their skin completely stripped, 7 girls and 3 boys. He had dismembered each of their limbs except for the head and the main part of the body. And there was a very bad smell inside the meal room, until the sound of the guardsman's dog was hearing. All three went out as fast as possible, but George could not escape because he was totally shocked. They took his arms and just ran away. The dog's bark got louder and the guardman himself got closer, until he was there. "Don't move, or I will shoot," guardman said. They didn't care about what he said and fled in a hurry. The guardman pointed his gun at them, and George, who was unable to escape, fell behind. The guardman shot right into his spine. There was a bloody body lying on the ground. The last thing they remember about him was a bloody body lying on the ground. Jason and Harry finally hit the wall. Harry climbed the wall and jumped to the other side of it, but the dog grabbed Jason and pulled him down. Jason shouts, "Harry, run," and let everyone know. Harry just ran, thought of nothing and just ran. Until he reached the village and asked for help, and falls to the ground unconscious. When he woke up, told the sheriff everything. They went to the garden immediately. The old guardman resisted a little, but eventually shot by one of the sheriffs. Unfortunately, Harry sent help to his friend too late. Only 2 butchered bodies of George and Jason were found. Following the guard's confession in court, the judge issued his verdict, and the guardman was executed the next day. "I have always hated children." That was the only thing he answered in the interrogation.